Oh, Wenjian is in. Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Where's the rest? Oh my God. Give me a minute. I move up here. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the new month's new topics. The first lesson of the month is called Animals and Human Rights and Inequality. May I have a show of hand? Anyone has pets at home? Sijing, Jensen, do you have any pets at home? No. Wenqian, Ishan, you have pets, ah? You have pets at home or not? Oh, okay.
Used to.
How many? I think Dominique will have a lot of pets. Anyway, this Saturday, Uncle Raymond cannot make it also, so we have to postpone again on next Tuesday. Reason because I'm invited to a secondary school for a cyber wellness talk. So I cannot make it this Saturday. I have to postpone this Saturday class to next Tuesday. Right. Then after that, as per normal. Okay, so that will be just like that for the time being. Okay, so this 5th of July is actually last Saturday. Okay, so let's move on. So Raiden has a pet, is a dog, right? Raiden, can you bring your dog and show to the rest how it looks like? Are you able to carry the dog here to show them that your dog? No, the one. Okay, fine. Yeah, make it bigger. So what is human rights and animals' right? Are they really important to our day-to-day what do you call this our lifestyle? Is it important that is involving what is human rights? Okay, what is animal rights? So today, tonight, we are talking more about human rights. Okay, so what is human rights? Do you know your rights? So this month topic is getting more intense, and more a bit tough and a bit dry because this is not just for only Sec 1 student, right? So, okay, let's use your emotion for motion to get your notion with actions done. And let's talk about what are human rights. Back to you, Jensen. I 1 month never hear your lovely voice. Would you mind kind enough to share your lovely voice to the rest? Thank you.
Human rights are inherent rights that belong to all individuals, regardless of their background, while inequality refers to the unequal distribution of resources, opportunities, and power among different groups or individuals. The relationship between the two is complex, as inequalities can undermine the enjoyment of human rights, and conversely, the promotion of human rights can be a powerful tool for addressing inequality.
Well said. Well done. A good voice. Wenjian is okay. Lucky I WhatsApp you. Wenjian, okay. It's good. Thank you. I think you enjoyed your last week, right? Remember, every student has the right to attend. What is that the event called?
The reopening of the Grand Auditorium. I forgot the name.
So okay, grand auditorium must be spending a lot of monies, right? So do you agree that Wenjian and Sijing? Where's Sijing? Oh, is Sijing there now? Why suddenly Sijing 不见了 ？1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I know why. Because my screen is only accept 6%. So I cannot have more than that. So give me a minute. Let me see whether I can make bigger. No? When I do this, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, gosh. Can I put this like that? Can I make it? Why? Sorry. Give me a minute. I think something wrong. I only can see a few person. Okay. So like that, I can see more. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I can see everyone here. Well done. Very OCD, sorry guys. I need to see everyone here. So I'm going to make this smaller so that I can see you. Okay. So, 师姐文件, it's your right to use the place because why do you think can Uncle Raymond go to your school and use the auditorium? Or can Raiden, Ishan, Jensen, or Shannon go to your place and view the auditorium? Are you sure? No, can 师姐文件 can not? Can I
The
go there?
reason they built it is for like other users also.
Wait, chotomate. For other user means what? Is it
I
to open to the public? Do we have the
I don't
right to go
know.
in?
Like older days, like cause they said they held performances there before.
So that means they have to ask the permissions, right, 事情 to use the place. I cannot just 随便走进去, just walk in. Hey, hello, my student 事情 Wenqian, okay, I got the right to use here just because I'm the tutor. No way, right, Wenqian, correct now. Right, before I can go in, I think the security guard will stop me already. Right, so this is what I mean by human rights, the rights of doing certain things. What are the things that we are going to talk about? Because this is very important in terms of laws and orders, like, okay. So for example, sometime when you walk on the street, someone will ask you, can I have your IC, please? Dominic, can you give the IC to that person? No, what about Ishan? If someone asks you, but he's a police officer, may I have your IC, please? Will you give your IC to him? No, also. Sijing, will you give the IC? Can I show of thumbs up? Thumbs up if you think that it's okay to give your IC to the police officer. Thumbs up. Thumbs down if you think cannot. Or rocket to say that no. Ups or down? Down. Okay, down, Jensen. And no such thing as normal. It's either up or down. So you know what I mean, right? Okay, guys, all down. Oh my God. But police officer, how come Wenqian and Sijing also down? Thumbs down also. Only Sijing thumbs up. Okay, why? Why do you think all thumbs down? Yeah, you have the rights not to give the IC to the police officer, but we also have the rights to check on certain things. Okay, come. Yes, Dominic, you want to say something?
There has been cases where people pretend to be police officers to steal people's IC.
Yeah, true, but we are legit police officer. Okay, in Singapore, we are legit police officer. We have the warrant card, everything. So sometimes we may want to check your IC for whatever reason. Yes, you have the right not to show your IC, but we also have the rights to ask for IC. Agree or Ishan? Ishan, can you hear me now? Don't dream, Ishan. Can I? Okay, so thanks. Let's move on. Jensen, can you read the next one? Human rights are fundamental. I like your hairstyle, Jensen. Very nice. Cool, really cool. You don't like it? It's really no. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. When I don't like means I don't like. When I like means like I don't like. You can ask Dominic and Ishan. Correct lah. When I like means I like. I don't like means don't like. Correct lah, Ishan. Okay, go Dominic. No, but Jensen.
Human rights are fundamental rights that are inherent to all human beings, without distinction of any kind, such as race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. These rights include the right to life, liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, and many more.
Unfortunately, when you're reading this, do you know out there in this world now, as we are talking and speaking and learning, there are out there so millions of people don't even have their rights to live like proper human beings. They feel that, they're being like slave. They're being like prisoner. They're being tortured. They're being abused. They're being prejudice. They're being favorisms or discriminations. So you don't just like set 1 year complete, bye-bye, uncle, bye-bye. You will still continue to study all the way to university. And because of this process, you as a humans, you must treat everyone equal. Sorry, Ishan, I use Chinese. 一视同仁, that means everyone are on an equal footing. But unfortunately, I would say unfortunately, even myself, guys, I have to admit, sometimes I have to admit, I myself I also don't treat people equally. I may have some biasness. Okay? So Wenqian, you know who am I treat people as unequal? is the special needs people. I treat them more than the ordinary people. The special needs people, for example, people are, right, the autistic, the special needs are, the Down syndrome people, or even the handicapped. I will treat them more caution and care than you and me, and then the rest of us here, all right? Okay, let's move on in the equality. Let's go, Jensen.
Inequality, in its broader sense, means the unequal distribution of resources, opportunities, and power within a society. This can manifest in various forms, including economic inequality, social inequality, political inequality, and horizontal inequality.
Thank you. Thank you for this inequality message to all of us. So when you are reading a comprehension passage, guys, take notes. Sometimes you realize in the passage, take for example, I'll give you an example. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Everyone read about the books Charlie and Chocolate Factory, right? You realize that this girl the father was so rich, right? Dominic, have you read the books now? Right, Ishan dominates. 文件有没有读 Charlie and Chocolate Factory? Sijing, do you read the books? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, this daughter was this girl, the father was so rich that he bought a lot of chocolate, correct, Dominic? And just want to get the golden ticket. All right, Redan, is that true? Right, he spent a lot of money, correct, Redan? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, right? And then they forced all the workers to buy the chocolate or eat the chocolate and then take up just for the sake of that golden ticket. But Charlie was so fortunate that after spending that amount of money, straight away he got this golden ticket. So sometimes in life, inequality is inevitable. Sometimes in life, inequality sometimes might be good. It's a wake-up call to tell people why there is. But we'll talk more about this. Intertwined relationships, inequalities. Back to you, Jensen. After this, will be someone read. Okay, come.
Inequality and human rights are closely linked. Inequalities can create barriers to the full enjoyment of human rights, particularly for those who are marginalized or discriminated against. For example, poverty and lack of access to basic services like healthcare, education, and sanitation can significantly curtail an individual's human rights. Conversely, human rights principles such as non-discrimination and equality are essential for addressing inequalities.
Thank God, Jensen. Thank you for the read. Wow, nice to hear your voice again. So thank God that we are living in a country. Guys, take note about this social study that you're going to have in 2 years' time in Set3. And you're doing your history, right? You realize that our forefather came to Singapore at that time. There was no equality. It's definitely inequality and biasness. We were treated like coolies, slavery, or even third class or second class, or even don't know what class of citizen. The whites are always the supremes, leaders. They are the top, they are the ones who control the entire Singapore at that time in the 1900s, all the way before, in fact, after World War II, after about 1960 onwards. Lesser, before 1960. But then again, we talk about this in intertwined relationship. Sometimes we feel that because of poverty, because of we lack of the Maslow theory, remember the 5 basic needs. And now we are always left being in the lurch in terms of food and essential, in terms of healthcare system. So all this you will learn in social study in 2 years' time. But now your history, what you learn is that we got this the people who take opium, the people who stay in the rundown houses. And now because of this, thank God we are living in this society, in the 21st century society, which is 2025. All of us, you see, Ishan is not an Indian, is a Sikh, okay? It's another race, okay? Though we have different race here in Singapore, and do you feel being left out? No, sometimes, Ishan, when you are in other countries or here, you feel good about this country, right? You see, you can have different people talk to you. But imagine your color and my color, we go to other countries, we might get discriminated. We might get being bullied or even beaten up. Right? So thank God Singapore is a diverse society. And don't worry, guys, whatever you learn today will not go to waste. Trust me, because this topic here will link you all the way to your Sec4 even higher learning. Okay? Back to you. May I dominate, please? Long time never hear your voice. I miss you last Saturday. Let's go. Sunday.
Impact of inequality on human rights. Economic inequality, in particular, can undermine social mobility, making it harder for people to improve their living conditions and access opportunities. It can also lead to social unrest and instability, creating a climate where civil and political rights are at greater risk. Moreover, inequality can erode trust in institutions and undermine the rule of law.
We talk about South Africa. We talk about the George Floyd in US that time when he was innocently and wrongly accused of being some crime that he did not commit. We talk about the slavery 200 to 300 years ago in United Kingdom and American soil. We talk about how the Opium Wars had treated us, okay, during the China Opium War 1 and 2. We talk about the World War II, how the Japanese slaughtered the Chinese, as well as the Germans slaughtered the Jews. Right? Not the apple juice or orange juice, the juice. Oh, am I racist? Okay, sorry. So let's back to human rights as a tool for addressing inequality. Dominate.
Human rights as a tool for addressing inequality. Human rights frameworks, including international human rights law and the national legislation, can be used to address inequalities. For example, the right to non-discrimination requires states to ensure that all individuals have equal access to opportunities and resources. The right to social security and social protection can help to mitigate the impacts of poverty and inequality. Furthermore, promoting access to justice and accountability can help to address systematic inequalities and ensure that those responsible for human rights violations are held accountable.
By the way, all this is not written by me. I just typed the title and ChatGPT came up all these things. But nevertheless, I would like to tell you guys, the moment you see it, Dominic, when you read, it's very dry. Right? It doesn't sound like a Sec1 things. And don't forget, guys, Wenqian and Sijing, you are going for a higher learning. And when you are, sorry, not you, sorry, me. When I was dealing with this kind of students, that is an IP student, their essay, their comprehension passage is similar to this. So Ishan, okay, this is not G1, not G2, not G3. This is IP, the fourth higher levels, the most highest level in the entire secondary school. That is called the IP, integrated program. So guys, no need to admire them. Yeah, they read all these kind of materials, comprehension passage, essay, because they are preparing for A level. Because their path, they already know. When they are in Sec1, they already know I'm going to go all the way to A level. I'm not taking O level. So this is how it works, all right? So as example of inequality affecting human rights, may I have one more, Dominic, your turn, please?
Examples of inequality affecting human rights.
Okay, stop. So there are a few of them. So these are all very important. If you can take notes, because this will affect you in your essay writing comprehension passage and later the essay. Okay, let's move on.
Health. Disparities in access to healthcare and resources can lead to unequal health outcomes, with marginalized groups experiencing higher rates of disease and mortality. Education. Unequal access to quality education can limit opportunities for social and economic advancement, perpetuating a cycle of inequality. Housing. Discrimination in housing access can result in inadequate housing conditions and homelessness, particularly for marginalized communities. Political participation. Disparities in political representation and participation can limit the ability of certain groups to influence the decisions that affect their lives. In conclusion, human rights and inequality are intricately connected. Addressing inequalities is crucial for the full realization of human rights, and human rights principles and mechanisms provide valuable tools for tackling inequality and promoting a more just and equitable world.
Equitable world. Sorry, guys, you realize my camera suddenly like that, huh? Give me a minute. I don't know what happened. Seriously, I don't know what happened. Just give me a minute. I don't know what happened. Let me stop sharing first. Can you see my face? No. Zoom is unable to detect a camera. Oh my God. What's wrong, man? Oh, shucks. Okay, give me a minute. Are you able to see me now? No. What's wrong, man? No signal. Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh my God. I don't know why suddenly my whole screen, my extended monitor as well as my laptop just freeze. Okay, let's go back to the share. Thank you, Dominic, for your rate. Okay, so we have this. Give me a minute. I'll put it here. We have this inequality of health. For example, in the past, a lot of poor people were not given enough vaccines, so we got smallpox, we got deadly viruses. But because of the reasons, everyone are more educated, more advanced. That's why COVID-19, we have all the vaccination given to everyone. Last time, people want to have vaccination, but they were not given a chance. But now, they're given a chance for vaccination. They say, no, it's my rights. I'm not going to go for injections because after these injections, you'll make me feel bad about it. You can create my body something not right, then I might die faster. Maybe the vaccination will have side effect to my body. No, 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 I'm not going to do it. So fair enough, the government say, okay, it's your right, but anything happens to you, if you got COVID against, you are not covered. So this is also the government right. So the people, the citizens say, wow, what kind of government is this? Huh? It's not fair. So then, okay, that one is chicken and egg again. I don't want to talk too much on that. Educations. We all know that education is the best policy, the best things that can get rid of poverty. Education will make sure everyone's at the equal footing. Okay, once you have education, the rest, is different. But true enough, there are some people who abuse using education to do bad things. Take, for example, scammer. Take, for example, people who use loopholes in the law to do bad things against the law. Okay. And then housing, of course, in the past, Uncle Raymond used to stay in a very, very, very poor place and then started to move on to have a bigger house. And now I have a house that is called a home for myself, big enough to accommodate so many people in my house. Of course, my dream house is always a penthouse. I love penthouse. But then again, I think I'm contented to what I have. Because the last time I used to stay with my mom, one room flat, it's so pathetic. And we are so damn poor. But thanks to education has brought me what I am today. The political participation is very important. You realize that went to some country, if you go to other countries, you can see a lot of people are still very poor. My dream is to go to these poor countries like Myanmar, Vietnam, even China, Indonesia, whichever countries that needs education. I don't mind to give my service free to educate, to even build school for them. Because I want the world that every children or every child, not every children, sorry, every child or all the children will have at least some basic education. for survival, for able to take care of their health. Do you know this too, Wenjian? I tell you, in Pakistan, Pakistan, you're lucky, the two of you. In Pakistan, girls are not allowed to go to school. So this is a true story. Yeah. It's like, what? If you go to Set 3, you will know Jensen, Ishan, dominates Raiden, Wenjian, and Siqing. There's this girl called Malala. Malala is a girl, you go and Google now if you want to. Malala is a girl who went to school. You know what happened, Siqing? When he was inside the school bus, this Taliban took was it AK-47, a machine gun, and shot two shots to her head. She did not die, no. It was miracles that she survived and went to England and operations, and she won the Nobel Prize Award for girls to study. And true and behold, there's one mother, one day, it's true story, the son was sick, okay? And then the mother do not know how to read the word expiry, right? Not expiry date. The medicine already expired, but the mother gave the medicine to the son. Of course, unfortunately, the son died of the dose of drugs, of the medicines. And guess what? The mother was being blamed for giving the medicine to the son. But the mom told the court, I'm uneducated. I don't know. My son is sick. I should give the medicine to my son. You know what the court say, the judge? You should wait for your husband to come back. Huh? Siqing, it doesn't make sense, right? Agree or not? It doesn't make sense, right? It's damn, can I use the word? It's damn bloody stupid. And guess what? The mother was being jailed. I'm not sure, was it jail or stoned to death? It's like, what kind of society, Ishan? What kind of society? Seriously. Very sad, huh? And you realize that thank God, you see, my mom is a very good example because she was born in that kind of era that girls should not study so high. The moment you got primary 6 education, you come out to work already. Give the education to the boys, to my uncles. That same goes to my mother-in-law. Being the eldest in the family, she had to come out to work and give the opportunity of educations to the brothers. That goes to my great-grandmother and my grandmother. They say women are not important to the society. What the kind of stupid bullshit is that? Agree? This is really bullshit, seriously. So thank God you're born in this generation. And I always uphold and behold the truth is that women must have the rights. In fact, thanks to, look at all your mommy here, all of your mommy. They are well educated enough, they take care of themselves in terms of health, education, housing. And of course, women have the right to vote. To some country, Siqing, the woman who want to drive need a male to sit beside her, then she can drive up. And then I heard, okay, girls, you eat with your parents on the same table, right? Ishan, Ishika sit with you all and eat, right? Dominic, your sister sit together with you all eat, right? Jensen, do you have sister or mommy, right? Your mommy sit together and eat with you, right? In Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, the girls, the ladies will have to sit in the kitchen. The guys will sit in the dining room. Wenjian, I like the way what the WTF? You cannot believe it. That is their rights. That is their legals, right? Siqing, I'm not kidding. I'm not sure they changed the law recently. Seriously. And when the woman got raped or molested, by right, the guy should be punished, right? The girl also stoned to death because that's what it's a shame to the family. It's like, huh? As if the girl, come rape me, please rape me. It's like, it doesn't make sense though. Seriously. I don't know what kind of society they are living in, what kind of stupid rights they are. But you cannot change that. And do you know in India, they got this CASTE, caste system. And the caste system is that there are 4 different classes. Right, Dominic, you know, right? The lower class is useless. You have a lot of no rights. Very sad. So what is Uncle Raymond's the 5 rights? The 5 are the ingredients. Okay, let's move on to the first one. I move it down, so easier for you. So my definition for the rights, there are 5 R. And the first one is about respect one another rights and belief and actions. So you must respect one another. I just arrange why the words keep jumping out. That's stupid. I'm very OCD. Sorry. When I do it nicely and the things run out, I get very fed up of myself. I am very perfect in doing this type of thing. So sorry, pardon me if I'm mumbling to myself. So the first one is respect to people. That is the first step that you need to take. Once you respect others, you must show your responsibility to take ownership, to show you can do a good job with a clear conscience, meaning that everyone has a right, so please respect my rights. I will take the responsibility if I say something wrong. Before that, I need to respect you, okay? Third, you must be resilient. Resilient in the terms the ability to ensure you can fight all odds and against any challenges in life. Believe in yourself. So the poor thing like Malala like that, the ladies in Pakistan, she know that it's her right to go to school, but unfortunately, the Talibans say that no, girls should not go to school. Girls should go to somewhere and do other things. Only the guys can study. But he was so resilient that he insists. Sad to say, she got 2 shots in her head, but thank God, miraculously, she survived, and the rest is history. And she bring the attention to the world. And guess what? The Taliban was like, oh my God. I think I have to change us, seriously. And you know, I'm the only one, this is live recording. Okay, I might be offending some of the people up there, but I do not really support girls or ladies in the Muslim world to wear their, you know, the hijab to cover their whole entire face. Okay, so yeah, you can put the tulung like this, but not cover until only the eyes can see. Okay, I don't support that. That's me, All right, so it depends on how you see it. So this word, take note, guys, write down this word, retrospect. In retrospect, this is a very, very, very powerful word. In retrospect means that the evolutions of human rights reflects a global movement towards recognizing inherent dignity and equality for all individuals with significant milestone achieved in the 20th and 21st century. However, challenges remain in ensuring universal protections and addressing systemic inequalities. What you think you can do better looking back or on dealing with the past event or situation. So for example, guys, you're now Sec 1, right? Sijing. In retrospect, what would you think when you can go back to PSLE? Jason, in retrospect, what can you make yourself better past 6 months when you're Sec 1? Wenqian, in retrospect, what can you think that if you can turn back the clock, what would you want to do to improve your life? Raiden, Ishan, and Dominic, in retrospect, what do you think if you can go back to 1st of January 2025? What will you want to do? Will you want to get yourself injured, or will will you want to prevent yourself to get injured, or how? How will you see? That's the word in retrospect, guys. This is a very powerful word. Please write down in retrospect, because later on, trust me, I've been teaching so many years. This word will surface out in any of the comprehension passage. Okay, take note. If you forget, that's your issue already, but you can ask me 1,000 times. I don't mind to answer you. So finally, once you have the retrospect, you know what it is, what is the consequences, what is the things. So whether what will be the outcome of your rights and life, you have to take over the consequences and bearing. First of all, you give respect to people. Let me talk about this one. This will be a better idea to show you. This is the one. Da-dang. Okay, this is the one I want to show you. Okay, first of all, you have to show respect. That's the first step to climb the ladder. I give respect to all of you. Okay, I take responsibility as a teacher to share with you other things. I'm very resilient to what I say and what I do not to say, even though I don't like certain things, but I will tell you nicely in a very nice way. In retrospect, I will know that if I say something in the past or present or future, in retrospect, what I'm going to do now, can I improve the situation last time as being a teacher, as being a father, as being whatever I am, so that what is the result? Is that as on? Yes, that's as. What is the result? The result is to be rightfully a human right. A result is to be a good human, a human that show respect to all, a human that should get responsibility, a human that is resilient to know that this is my rights. I will uphold it. In retrospect, what the past, my ancestor I went through, I don't want to go through that. As a result, I want to be strong and good and also respect all of them. And that is what human right is all about. That is my 5R ingredients as a human rights. So of course, you guys, you are very, very hardworking. You are willing to write down what is human rights. Be my guest, do it as a homework and share with me, Uncle Raymond, this is what I mean by human rights. in my own explanation. It can be Dr. Sijing, it can be Dr. Jensen, it can be Dr. Wen Qian, it can be Dr. Raiden, it can be Professor Ishan, it can be Dr. Dominic. In terms of writing this, okay, just like why I did this, okay? So let's talk about the essay or overview of human rights and are a set of principles concerned with equalities and fairness. She's said to say from 1,000 years until now, there is always no fairness in this world. To be honest, there is no fairness in this world. Wait, give me a minute, Okay. Why I say so? Very simple. The most important thing is that, how should I say? I want to say something. Wait, let me think. Okay, yeah. Sijing, do you sometimes treat people equally and fairly, to be honest, from the bottom of the heart? Don't lie, If you lie, your nose will become like Pinocchio. Okay, you're thinking. Jensen, do you often show fairness and equalities to your friends or whoever? Yes. Wen Qian? Raiden? No. Ishan? Don't know, You don't know whether you show equality and fairness, So in retrospect, you're living a life or what? How about Dominic?
If I hate the person, then no.
Whether you know or don't know, okay? Will you show equality and fairness? So, how about you, Sijing? Back to you. Do you show fairness and equality? If you
I
are,
think so.
you're just like me. I would think, Dominic, I to be honest, Sijing, I also like you, I think so. Because you know why, all of you listen, I will never show fairness and equality when I see someone, the whole entire body with tattoo. I will look at them, bloody hell, like gangster. Why do you do this type of things to your body? Yeah, you can tell me it's a piece of art. To me, it's a piece of shit. Sorry, I might be offending a lot of people with tattoo. To me, I feel that its tattoo is not the way to express yourself unless you are native people in like certain tribes. Agree on Dominic? Right, in the New Zealand, they are, because their culture, they need to have tattoo because for whatever reason they are being superstitious, missing, or because of their religions or their values or their culture. So seriously, for Christian and Muslim, Islam, okay, we are not supposed to have tattoo on our body. It's against the God, seriously. So to me, sometimes when I'm doing policing duty, I do have a bit of inequalities and unfairness, Wen Jian, to look at people with tattoo. Seriously. Even though I'm not putting on my police uniforms or whatever it is, when I look at people with tattoo, I always have this kind of look to like, not the kind I look. Seriously. Why? Especially girls who are so pretty and yet the whole entire leg and hand, wow. And even the back with all the tattoo is like, some of them is really not piece of art. I don't know what they do. Some they say, okay, I tattoo because my dog passed away, I tattoo. Hello, there's many ways to remember your dog that passed away or whoever passed away, correct? So sorry, that is their rights, right, Sijing, Jensen, Ishan, that is their right. So Dominic and Wen Jian, everyone have their rights to do their things. But this is my personal opinion, like what Sijing, I think so. I might sometimes equal. Yeah, because depends on what kind of people, like what Dominic said, that you're dealing with. Ready? They are not a recent inventions. Ideas about rights and responsibility have been an important part of all society throughout history. Since the caveman until now, since the end of World War II, there has been a united efforts by the nations of the world to decide what rights belongs to all people and how they can best be promoted and protected and perform to the best of our liking. Like what Sijing said, I think so. Maybe certain good people, I still cannot accept it. Same as Uncle Raymond. I agree with you, Sijing. I cannot accept girls, sorry, to wear leotards to walk around on the street. Is there a word called crotch? Crotch? What is crotch? Is there a word crotch, Wen Jian? Sijing? You know, they wear until they can see the belly, you know, the girls. I cannot take it. I'm very conservative on this, seriously. Why must you tell me that you must wear leotard outside? To tell what? To tell people you are going for gym? Okay, a lot of my students will tell me, Uncle Raymond, you're very old-fashioned. Yeah, I am. This is my way of thinking. That is my rights. Okay, you like it or not? Yeah, maybe you can think differently. Whatever it is, thank you very much. May I have Ishan? Can you read the first one? What are human rights?
Every person has dignity and value. One of the ways that we recognize the fundamental worth of every person is by acknowledging and respecting their human rights. Human rights are a set of principles concerned with equality and fairness. They recognize our freedom to make choices about our lives and to develop our potential as human begins. They are about living a life free from fear, harassment, or discriminating. Human rights can broadly be defined as a number of basic rights that people around the world have agreed are acceptable. This includes the right to life, the right to a fair trial, freedom from torture and other cruel and inhuman treatment, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the rights of health, education, and
Adequate.
adequate standard of living. These human rights are the same for all people everywhere, men and women, young and old, rich and poor, regardless of our background, where we live, where we think, or what we believe.
What we think, not where we think. What we think.
What we think, or what we believe. This is what makes human rights universal.
Unfortunately, thank you, Ishan. Unfortunately, what you read is supposed to be a very nice picture. That everyone's, whether young and old, rich or poor, whatever, whether you're LGBT, male or females, or even animals, right? The freedom of speech is something that has a very dangerous quotation because the freedom of speech sometimes can draw to abusive extremists to a certain group of people. But freedom of religions, yes, I will accept it. But freedom of speech, I strongly believe there must be a limits rights, not overdo it. If you overdo it, you are actually overboard and kill other people's. I thought physically killing, but the words of choice of words. And it is true that the human rights are living in fears and harassment and discriminations like in the past. So Wen-Tian, Zijing, Jensen, Raidens, Ishan, and Dominic. In the past, in 1970s, in the 70s, when the person had tattoo or long hair, good luck to you. You are a secret society. The first thing is that police will send you for investigation and give you a really a rundown, and they sometimes can get beaten up. But nowadays, you see, everywhere on the street, everyone have tattoo. Can you imagine now this person with full tattoo and go back to time machine in the 1970s? I don't know what happened to him. Seriously. Okay, last time in Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's, we do not have enough freedom of speech at all. But now, slowly, because of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, EDM, and of course, with a lot of the open up of the social medias, we will not say totally restrict freedom of speech, but if you anyhow talk, the consequences, the result will get you into big troubles. So you must know what is your right, of course, but you also must respect people's rights. Remember the 5 rules that I have. The first one is respect, to take responsibility, right? And then what you do, you must resilience. You must be strong. If you think you're right, you're right. And then, of course, in retrospect, what do you think it should be? And then finally, give the result, whether yes or no. Like the one Sijing and I was talking about. To certain people, I don't feel equal and what do you call this, fairness. Thank you. Raiden, your turn, please. who has a responsibility to protect human rights?
Human rights connect us to each other through a shared set of rights and responsibilities. A person's ability to enjoy their human rights depends on other people respecting those rights. This means that human rights involve responsibility and duties towards other people and the community. Individuals have a responsibility to ensure that they exercise their rights with consideration for the rights of others. For example, when someone uses their right of freedom of speech, they should do so without interfering with someone else's right to privacy.
Yes, sometimes when you use the freedom of speech and you talk, you might somehow invade and interrupt and intrude people's privacy. Because the choice of words not only hurting, but the choice of word also can destroy a friendship or relationship or even to countries. You know, recently, Dominic, you know, right, that the Thai Prime Minister was talking to the Cambodia minister. The choice of words and then the way she talked, and because the whole conversation was being leaked out to the entire two country nations, and the whole entire Thai people forced the Thai Prime Minister, the lady, to step down. You see, so that's not really freedom of speech, but the freedoms of media, or maybe the whatever you call it, it might not be a freedom of speech. Okay, may not be. But why I see it is like, why do you think the other party want to make up this conversation? What is the main purpose of doing that? There's a lot of reason. I'm not the minister. So one reason is that because maybe Ishan, the rest, maybe that the Prime Minister of Thailand, she did not respect him, and the choice of words and the way she talks might intrude his rights or his countries or whatever it is. Raiden, government, wait, give me a minute. How long more? Okay, it's pretty long for today's essay. Okay, never mind. We just skip the rest of this part here. Okay, just this one here. Okay. What do human rights cover? Wen-Qian, your turn, please.
Human rights cover virtually every area of human activity. They include civil and political rights, which refer to a person's rights to take part in the civil and political life of their community without discrimination or oppression. These include rights and freedoms such as the right to vote, the right to privacy, freedom of speech, and freedom of torture.
Okay, freedom from, not freedom of torture, freedom from torture. So last time, sorry, Wen-Qian and Si-Jing, Jensen, all of you answer me. Now let's say touch you, I know you are all good boys and girls. Imagine tomorrow you go to school. Okay, Si-Jing, your teacher say, give me your hand. Then you take a one big cane and then hit on your hand. Will you allow your teacher to do that, all of you? And then Si-Jing and Wen-Qian, you know your hair is long. You know last time, the girl have to cut until here. Until here, cannot be shoulder length. Will you allow your teacher to cut your hair? Do you know the girls that time when the hair long, straight away the teacher in the school will cut the hair and then report to the parents. The parents will use the cane and cane the daughter for keeping long hair. It's like, Wen-Qian is like, what the kind of world my grandma and my mom live in? Yeah, welcome, Wen-Qian. 事情是真的哦. Okay, seriously, they'll cut until very short, you know, like a bit nerds or worse than nerds. And then the guys are sorry, you cannot have the sideburn. Okay. And then you realize nowadays the girls and the boy can put different colors on their hair, dye hair. Last time you do that, you go to IMH, 神经病院. So 事情Wen-Qian, thank God, you're born in the right place at the right time now.
Uncle Raymond tell you, until this day and age, right, you dye your hair, go school, right? Definitely discipline case.
To me, I got students dye their hair who came to school last time. Okay, that a bit only, then the girl covered it. The girl, Wen Qian Siting can show me, you see, my hair nice out. You say, you tie your hair, no? Then Wen Qian say, hey, I'm a discipline teacher, no? Ah, you never mind one now. You say, then she walk away. Siting, 没有王法. She even can show me a lot of earring. One whole strap. You're not supposed to, right? The most is one, and then you have to black color. But because her hair is like your long, they cover it. Very cute. Why I don't catch them, Wen Qian and Siting, and all of you listening. To me, I don't give a damn what color your hair is, how many earring you put. As long as you come to school and study well, and you respect your parents. That's Uncle Raymond. Okay, I know it's against the rules and regulation in the school. Okay, but I will take it as it's a warning to them. But at least they are bothered to take their risk to come to school with their colored hair, their earrings, their ankle socks. You all got punishment for ankle socks. You know it's ankle sock, right? Dominic, ankle sock, that means your socks must be above the ankle, not below the ankle.
Wait, so ankle socks is below your ankle lah?
Below your ankle. So you must wear the socks above it by how many inches. So a lot of girls in my school previously, they all wear ankle socks. And one of my discipline mistresses, she always like to catch them and force them to go to the tuck shop bookstore to buy socks. But to me, when they walk past me, hey, hello, ankle sock. Okay lah. I'll change. Then they just walk off. But when they did something wrong to their parents, or when the parents came to school and report them, good luck to them. Uncle Raymond will be a really a nuisance to them. I ever really punched a student in his face. I'm serious, Jensen. I really punched his face. I really punched his face in the school. But sadly to say, many years later, he died. Not because of my punch or something. He committed suicide. Okay, that Indian boy, Dominic and Ishan, next time when you come to my house, I show you. She gave me the pen as a Teacher's Day gift. It was a very sad story, Siting. I nearly punched his face, but end up I punched against the wall. You know why? She did this. I know he's gone now. It's not nice to say that, but he's a very good boy after that. He said to his mother, I call you mommy because you give me pocket money. Very sad, And then I forced his mom, that time was iPhone 4, I think 4 or 3, I can't remember. And his mom was not very wealthy. They are doing a small business. It's an Indian business. It's an Indian boy. Okay. But many years moving forwards, I heard when he was committing suicide, I cannot take it. Okay. That's the time Uncle Raymond go crazy. Because the mom came crying in the school and told me to help her to change his son. Because his son turned from bad to worse. But he was a nice boy. Okay, I don't want to talk too much of that. Very sad case. All right, let's move on, my dear. The right to vote. Wen Jian.
The right to vote and take part in choosing a government is a civil and political right.
Yes, like you know recently in the general election in 2025 in Singapore, as long as you're Singaporean, every citizen has the right to vote in Singapore. So Dominic, you know Northern Ireland, Ishan, okay, all of you listen, they are all social textbook, Jensen. In Northern Ireland in 1960s, the Catholic got only 1 vote sitting, and the Protestant got 3 votes. How to win? Wen Qian, how to win like that? Can you imagine in Singapore already? The Chinese got 3 votes. The Malay got 2 votes. The Indian got 1 vote. Then what about the race? No need to vote. Oh my God, Sijing. I will be taking the first flight out of Singapore already. The country will be going chaos. So regardless of race, language, or religions, everyone, as long as you're Singaporeans, you have every single vote to vote for the governments that you want.
Uncle Raymond, speaking of the general election, I heard that during general election, a lot of people try to influence our vote.
In what?
A lot of people try to influence our vote and
Yes,
vote,
yes.
And voting is actually
Secret.
mandatory, correct?
Not necessary, yes. But you can go and vote and cast your vote wrongly because there are some clown who do that. And there are some even idiot to do that. There are some even crazy to do that. I mean, that is their rights, huh? I cannot stop them. But a rational person will know his rights to vote for the right candidates, the right government, the right politicians to run the country in a very rightfully manner. But sadly to say, there are some crazy guys, just because they're against the government or against certain people, they do it in the wrong way. So you're right to say that, Dominic. There are some people who really, in outside of Singapore, want to influence it because they have their own agenda. Thank you. Let's move on to the next paragraph.
They also include economic, social, and cultural rights, which relate to a person's rights to prosper and grow, and to take part in social and cultural activities. This group includes rights such as the right to health, the right to education, and the right to work.
Last one.
The right to education is an example of an economic, social, and cultural right.
So please, guys, have the education rights to continue to study well, to continue to prosper well, to continue to get more educated, to continue to be more affluent in knowledge. Excuse me, so that you can help yourself. Okay, I will skip the rest because okay, we can look at this just a quick one. American Declarations Independence Rights. That's where the American got independence. And then the first French declarations. This one, if you want to study history, if not, it's very, very dry. The reason I want to show you this because this is a very dry topic for this one, a very high level of thinking. So prepare. Why I do that purposely on the next 2 months is to test your brain and improve your brain cell so that you'll beef up for your coming year-end exam. So the development of modern human rights is 19th century and 20th centuries is about the social progress. As you know that it abolished slavery, the widespread provision of education and extension of political rights. So everyone's why World War II started because they want to get rid of imperialism and they come up with different ideologies. Okay, let's talk about this week. Take note, guys. Dominic, you might miss out last week lessons, guys. Take note of this. This month we are talking about situation writings. Okay, take note now. Situation writings, you will not see this in any of your school paper or your teachers. This is my formula. When you write situation writing, you must have the characters. Okay? Wen-Qi, can you read to the class, please?
Characters, main and other characters involved in this situation. Any 7 styles you are using, it will always involve you, the writer, the
Yes.
person, group, organization, company, relatives, friends, or family members that you want to write to in order to complain, compliment, convince, control the situation, connect friends, conduct training or VIA, contribute to be a volunteer, etc.
Yes, that is the start of any situation writing. So you have to use your Facebook. By now, you should know what I mean. Like, dear principal, I hope this email find you in the ping of hell. My name is Su Qing. I'm the class representative, or I'm the Sec1 representative cohort to write to you to talk about a VIA, and I'd like to propose to you something like that. Then the 7th style. Take note, guys. For the next 4 years in your secondary school, you are going to do all this. I heard the number 1 and number 2 will be gone. Nobody is going to write letter anymore. Yes, there are some government sectors, they will still send letters to you and things like that. But email, proposal, reports, definitely have to use it. That means you can start with number 3 to number 7. Take note. And it's very important. The tone, remember the tone here, read. I am going a bit faster. It's talking about happy, sarcastic, angry, sad, formal, or informal tone, neutral, emotion. Okay, this is the tone. So some tones are very sarcastic and angry because it's a complaint letter. Some tones are praising, sensational, wonderful because it's a compliment letter or email. Some tones are very persuasive, encouraging, and friendly because it's a proposal. It's a proposal or report. So take note, guys, whether you like it or not, guys, please pay attention, please. I'm not sure your school teacher go through this, but this is super important, all this. First of all, that's why I call customer. Now it's CUSTO. Now it's O. Organize your train of thought into these 5 paragraphs. So from now on, pay attention, all of you. you must write 5 paragraphs. Sijing, Wenqian, Jensen, Raiden, Dominic, Ishan. Must write 5 paragraphs, man. Can I write 6 to 7 now? Can. Anything that is more than 5 can, but don't spend too much time on SW. I call it situation writing SW. The best you need 5 paragraphs. Let me explain to you. First paragraph is like introduction reading of about less than 50 words. Then the second paragraph is like, for example, Wenjian, your cousin Sijing is coming to Singapore from Australia. So you say, hi Sijing, I heard that you're coming to Singapore. I was really on cloud 9 and we're going to have a wheel of the time together. And I'm going to suggest to you 3 places of interest. Since you have been staying in Australia for so many years, and there's a lot of changes in Singapore. Then second paragraph, idea 1. So what your intent? So the first places I'm going to bring you is Garden by the Bay. Then talk. Then suggest that. Then the third paragraph, which is idea number 2. The next place I'm going to bring you is to go night safari. That's the first one in the whole entire Asia. Then the idea 3, the third idea place is maybe you want to bring her to MBS, or maybe you want to bring her to the Chinatown. Okay, something like that, or Botanic Garden. So guys, I want all of you to list down all the 10 interesting places in Singapore. Sometime in the SW, they will give you the pictures of 2 places. And then they want you to choose the third one that is not inside the brochure. Okay, so you have to use your idea. Or maybe the third one, guys, Sentosa. Then conclusion, well, I got to go off now. I'm preparing for my exam or test next week. I hope to hear from you soon. And don't forget to send my regards to your mommy and daddy. But don't use mommy and daddy, please, nothing wrong, but send my regard to your mother and father. Hope to hear from you soon. If you wish to change any of this destination, do let me know in advance. Okay, and always do this. Always must do this. I don't care what your teachers say. Any teacher will say that to me is a bloody idiot. I'm so sorry. Because it happened before it's really an idiot. My student put this. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hope to hear from you. Nothing wrong, And he put this. God bless you. Anything wrong? And the teacher cancelled it. And say, why you put this? Dominic, unless the teacher is atheist, correct? He or she doesn't believe God. But you also cannot, nothing wrong to cancel it. Don't forget, this essay, when you're going to Set 4, this essay may be marked by the British examiner. They may be a Christian or non-Christian, never mind. But what's wrong with God bless you and your family? Nothing wrong, right? Raiden, Jensen, Nishan, Dominic, Sijing, and Wenjian, nothing wrong, right? Then what you put? Thank you, have a nice day. God bring you to hell. I hope all of you die and die. There's something wrong, right, Wenjian? Correct, no? 很奇怪嘞. And then when he put that, I hope your email find you in the ping of hell. Also cannot. You know why he said that? Because Raiden last year PSLE, when he put that, I hope this email find you in the ping of hell. The teachers cancel it. No. I asked the teacher myself, what's wrong with putting this? No, because it's MOE. Sorry, guys. I'm teaching you to write in the real world. Sijing, under Raymond, every time I write to my customers, my supplier, my business partner, anybody, even a complaint letter, a compliment letter, I'll do this. Reading to you. Hope this email find you well and in the ping of hell. Full stop. The purpose of writing this letter, you see, it's a greeting. And you're using fistball already. Ping of hell, fistball. So conclusion, take note. And then this one, just ignore it. If you think it's not. Of course, if you need this piece of paper here, this one only, you can ask for me, but I'm going to send out to you. And please, for goodness sake, all of you, Dominic and all of you listening here, please do not print it and share with your friend. Because every time when you blur, you're not sure, what kind of format is this? Look at this piece of paper. 这就是你的护身符. Look at this paper. Because recently I came out this one, a few students are already asking me to print out for them already, for their O-level. So what is this 8W and 1H? Are you ready, Jensen? I would like to hear from you. There you go. Yes. Hey. Wait. Something wrong with my... Oh, damn it. Oh my God. What's wrong with my...
Just press Control Z, Control Z. Control Z, Control Z. Control Z.
What's wrong? My laptop. Wait, wait. Aiyo, what's wrong, sorry. Just, oh, shucks. Close it, is it? Dominic, you asked me to close it, is it?
No, so is your program like frozen or what?
Yeah, it's suddenly keeping out.
Alt F4, off F, out, on F4. You go into the program and press Alt F4.
No, I restart again, it's just suddenly frozen. I never had this problem, no. Wasting my time, man. Sickening.
I think
Yeah.
it's getting old.
Huh?
I think it's getting old.
No. You when you come to my house, you know what I mean. It's different. It's just give me a minute. I want to bring back to the. And now I lost that thing. Holy shucks. The one that Jensen need to read. Holy shucks. Where the hell you gone to? Oh my god, that is the most important part. Jensen, sorry, give me a minute. I have to go and collect. I got to call up for another file to call for that one. So sorry, Jensen, give me a minute. Ayo. Sorry, it's opening out the file because I need the guys. If you're okay, no, you cannot see. Where's my file? I'm gonna cut and paste. Hold on. Okay, I think this will be good. Okay, sorry, guys. Give me a minute. I'm coming out already. Wait, wait. Okay, Jensen, ready? Jensen, let's go. Do you see the this one, the red color one, Jensen? Give me a minute. Okay, now my the other screen. Okay. All right, Jensen.
While you write this report, what is the purpose of this speech? When will the authority take action? Who will be coming with you, my cousin? Which VIA do you suggest for the school to go to? Where can I make payment via online? Whose idea will be selected for the upcoming event? The person whom I met was the chairman of the charity. Therefore, how are we going to approach will be a challenge. How is this going to showcase to the readers?
Guys, if any point of time you are stuck, don't know what to do, look at this piece of paper. Okay, look at this. Say, this is the one that will help you to understand better. Trust me, because over the years, I accumulate all the things that I've taught in the school, my tuitions, and now in Zoom class. This method has been used since more than 10 years. You will not go out of point, will not be expire. You will be like this. And why? Because this is where you need to do, okay? Right? You need to do all this thing here. Okay, got it now, guys? Okay, elaborate. Okay, this one no talk. Then what is a role audience? Okay, let's move on to the next one. So C stand for the customer. Then you need the rough, which is a role audience format. Okay, Uncle Raymond is going to do this. Let me see. Okay, then. Where am I? Okay, ready? So this is a report. So you must have the to the person, like principal from you, and then the date is important. Okay, and then of course your title. Write down the title, the words is 7 to 9 words. Maximum is the 9 word, not more than 9. Don't. So you see, look here. Paragraph 1, introduction, you see? Same, you see? Same as mine, right? This is not mine. I took from some books and put it here and share with you. 5 paragraph. And of course, you need to sign. From now on, when you sign, please put yours sincerely. I know some of your teacher, most of the teachers says that if you write to your cousin, your friends, you can put best regards, yours lovely son, your truthfully, faithfully. Yes, 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 nothing wrong. From now on, please write this. Yours sincerely. Whatever format, just put yours sincerely. You will never go wrong. I leave it to you. If you don't want, you want to follow your own ways, but sometimes you forgot. And if this is a formal letter or formal email and put yours lovely, good luck to you. You'll feel already. So to play safe, don't do that. Okay, you should look at the printout. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one.
But I put best regards.
Now, I got a lot of students say that if it's best regards, actually it's the same as yours sincerely. But for the years of teaching, and I always write in the real world, the real format, to all my business partner, friends, and all the customers and friends and relatives, I always put yours sincerely. Nothing wrong with best regard, like I say. So I just want to play a bit more confirm. Okay. Right. So I leave it to you. You can put best regard if you want to, but like I say, I will not deduct your marks for best regard. Okay. You came across a web page. Okay, just read through quickly. So okay, you came across this, you are the person who read this and the contributor, and then write a report to your discipline master. So RAFT, your role is a student, your A is the audience, that is discipline master. The F is a what? It's a report. And the tone must be here. You see the tone. Okay, so the role is a student, that's you. And the A, the audience, is a discipline master. The format is a report, incident report. The T, the tone is here. And what about the S? This is a situation. Take note. Every time when you see a SW got 3 bullets, is S situation. So Ishan, take note. When you go for G2, that will be this. Okay. Your G1 also got this, but it's a bit different. Okay. Ishan. So look at this one. Dominic, can you read to the class, please? So there was a forum by this guy, and then you read this. Ishan, Dominic, I saw
a teenager loitering at a void deck near Central Secondary School. He was wearing the school uniform of Central Secondary School as well. Although he was alone, he was creating a din by hitting on the tables and chairs with a stick that he was holding.
Oh my God, this is very common. I was a DM. Carry on.
I approached the teenager and told him that the noise which he was making could affect those who live on the lower floors. However, to my surprise, he not only ignored my advice, but he also started making more noise by taking out his ball and kicking it against the walls.
Kicking his ball, football. Bloody hell!
I would call his balls.
I was very angry.
I was very angry, but I did not know where his parents or teachers were, and hence I did not know who I could approach to restrain the teenager. As I continued to wait for a friend at the void deck, I observed that the teenager left for a short while only to return with cup noodles and a canned drink.
Oh.
The teenager then started to eat and drink messily, leaving behind strands of noodles as well as spilling some of the drink on a table under the void deck. He left without cleaning up the mess he had made. I was appalled by the inconsiderate actions of the teenager.
Oh my God. So this is someone complained. So you read this. So it's about time you write down. Okay. To Mr. Benedict, the discipline master, that is the school. Of course, you need to write postal code, but no need. And then you are the prefect of set 3. And date, remember date. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Report on an incident outside of school. I told you Once you write 7 to 9 words, you are very good, very safe. Thank you. May I have Ishan, the first 2 paragraphs?
I came across a forum in which a contributor had posted an account of the inconsiderate actions of a teenager in a void deck near our school. I have decided to raise this matter to you as the contributors stated that the teenager was wearing the uniform of our school. The student in question had loitered at the void deck near our
And
school.
loiter, not loiter, loiter.
Loitered at a void deck near our school by himself. He was found to be making much noise as he had used a stick to hit the tables and chairs at the void deck. Therefore, the forum contributor had approached the student to ask him to stop what he was doing as the noise could affect those living on lower floors. However, this was only met with a
Gracie?
aggressive response as he started to make more noise by playing with a ball.
You see, with a ball here, and then downstairs, lower floor, noisy. And then here they talk about other things as well. Also copy from the forum. Next 2 paragraph. May I have this who Sijing, 1 paragraph, go.
According to the forum's contributor, the student then left the void deck for a short while and returned with cup noodles and a canned drink. The student was then seen to be creating a mess by showing little care as he ate and drank. He left without cleaning up the mess he had made.
Exactly right. Just so you read the forum, right? The contributor say, "Wow, he messed up the play here and there." So now you understand why reporting speech, like the one you did in primary school, to convert it to a reporting speech, okay, to a passive voice. It's very important here now. Now you understand, right? That one is the person who talk, and now you have to convert it into your own words, into your own speech, and it's like past perfect tense. Last paragraph, Wen Qian.
In view of the incident, which had purportedly happened, an investigation should be carried out by the school to find out if such inconsiderate actions were indeed committed by the student. Should the student be found guilty, a stern punishment should be carried out to deter him and other students from committing such inconsiderate acts. As our students represent the school, this would serve to prevent a possible damage to our school's reputation.
Exactly. So then you have to add this. I hope you will take the action immediately. Hope to hear a favorable reply from you. Thank you. Always put that. Always must say this. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, must write this. If any
Okay, one.
wait. If any teacher will say wrong, you cancel away. Thank you and have a nice day. Please let me know. I would love to talk to your teacher. Why cannot put this? Don't go and tell me MOE not allowed. Isn't it MOE supposed to tell you to be courteous, good manners, and well behaved, right? Yeah, back to you, Dominic. What is it?
I think that although the idea of having like something where you can post complaints about, right, is good, if it's not anonymous, correct, and then people get to see who sent the tip, correct, everyone's gonna start getting angry at the person and gonna call that person a nut. So it's actually kind of a double-edged knife.
I would say you're wrong. Yeah, you can say that. Okay, guys, can we do this one here? The homework. I'm not the homework. Do now. Sorry. Do now. This is one way to do your editing. Okay, let's do the 15 question now. From 1 to 15. Let's go. The answer is all here. Huh? The answer is here. So you have to take the answer here and put it inside here. You only can use once only. Right, give me your answer in the chat. Yes. Okay. The chat. Thank you. Very difficult, no, right? Quite easy, yeah. This is definitely very good for your editing, to practice your editing skills. Ishan, which question are you now? 6. Dominic? I can't read lah, 13 lah. 是文倩 12. 事情 11, 13. Raiden? 7. Jensen? Which question?
10.
10. Okay. Yes, Ishan. Please pay attention, everyone. We'll do this last one. Actually, got one more exercise. We'll do it next week, all right? Who give me the answer? Wow, thanks, Dominic. Thanks, Sijing. You coming this Sunday on coming? And talk, cannot talk to me. Don't feel like talking to me. Why are you showing me your two fat arm?
I coming. Wait,
Hey.
Uncle Iman, this Sunday we are reviewing the test paper, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Eh? Did Raiden give you the exam paper? No.
No, I haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, okay. Please bring your paper, Ishan. Thank you, Wenqian. Where about who haven't given it to me? Jensen and Ishan and Raiden. Haven't given me the answer. Thank you, the three of you. 加油, 加油. Next week there will be another Tuesday, okay? Tuesday, because this Saturday Uncle Raymond cannot make it because I'm going for a school talk about cyber wellness. I am invited to go for this talk in a school about cyber wellness. Thank you, Jensen. So next Tuesday, same time, 8 o'clock. Then we'll be back to the normal Saturday. So next week will be 2 lessons. Take note, the three of you. Jensen, Sijing, and Wenqian. Next week will be Tuesday and Saturday. But this Saturday don't have lesson. No lesson for this Saturday. Are you guys done? No, I'm waiting for the two boys, Ishan and Raiden. Ready or not? I'm come to come. Thank you, Raiden. Ishan? Can you submit your answer, Ishan? Thank you.
I'm at the last one. I'm at the last one.
Thank you, sir. This entire month for July, we will be talking about animals and human rights. Next week, we'll talk about animal rights. And all this entire month, we're talking about situation writing. So today we're talking about report. I think next week we got another different type of SW. Okay, so maybe hopefully I can cover 4 different types of SW to prepare you for your coming WA3 or maybe your final year exam. Thank you, Ishan. Let's go. Number 1 to number 5. Back to you, Raiden. Can you read to the class, please? 1 to 5, please. He talked me out.
He talked me out of going university because he thought it wasn't the right thing for me to do.
Oh, really? That's crazy idea. It's not going for university. So better
Um,
not listen to him. Number 2.
After weeks of negotiations, the Prime Minister came up with a new solution to the issue.
So he came up with a plan. So he proposed. Number 3.
I have to back up my files regularly so that I don't lose them when the computer crashes.
So backup means to make sure all the files are being put into another place in case there's any viruses or attack. Number 4.
The match was called off because of heavy rain. It will be played tomorrow.
So postpone. So easy. Number 5.
We throw away too much paper and other packaging. I think we should recycle more of it.
So throw away, that means wasted lah. We wasted lah. Okay, number 6 to number 10. May I have Wen Qian?
It started to rain just as we pulled up in front of the restaurant.
Well, that means we stop at the restaurant. Okay, we parked at the restaurant. Number 7.
The masked robbers held up a money transport and got away with millions of dollars.
So ransom. That's the hold out. How means ransom to hold out illegally. Number 8, please.
She's been taken to the hospital after being run down by a truck driver.
So another word for rundown means knocked down. Okay, being hit by a truck driver. Number 9, please.
We saw him off at the airport and wished him good luck for his new job.
That means we send it off lah. Okay, we seen him took off. Number 10.
It took her a long time to get over her father's sudden death.
Get over means he can't come over with it. He have to come to terms. He cannot get to it. He cannot get over it. So he have to learn to overcome it. 11 to 12. May I have Jensen, please? No, 11 to 12. 文倩 思景.
The police officer turned the thief over to the sheriff, who then locked him up in prison.
Okay, don't ask me why they are two different. The police is like more to the city. The sheriff is like more to a village or small town. So this entire sentence seems to be like in the United States of America. Then the thief over means to hand over, okay, to transport this thief from the city to the town prison. Number 12, please.
The investigators promised that they will look into the matter and try to find new evidence.
So look into is another word to investigate, to search for the clues. To end off with Jensen, the last 3 sentences, and we call it a day. Thank you very much.
He asked her out for a first date, so they both went to see a movie.
Dating lah. Okay, number 14.
The scientist carried out the experiment in his own private lab.
Research law. Number 15.
The car broke down and we had to call someone to tow it away.
That means the car broke down. In other words, the car, another word to replace broke down, spoiled. Okay, spoiled. Can? Oh, my boy want to sleep already. It's getting tired. Can you count your marks and send in the Zoom chat to Uncle Raymond's, and we'll call it a day. Thank you, guys. How many marks do you score, guys? Wow. 15 upon 15, 14 upon 15. Well done. What about the rest? Ishan, 15 upon 15. Well done. What about the rest? Jensen, well done. How about Wen Qian? Yes, you sent already, Wen Qian. Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone. Oh, well done. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, all pass A1. All A1 for this one. So next week, excuse me. How come my mouse cannot move again? Okay, next week we'll do this again. Okay, don't worry. And look at the question here. What are some ways young people can show care for the environments? Write about an event that will celebrate in your school and what part you play in it. Just time for the two girls. What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in a city, town, or village? Write about an occasions when you hurt someone through your carelessness. Something that got to do with your rights already here. Describe an enjoyable party you attended with your family. Not compulsory, but it's good that you can do and hand in your homework to Uncle Raymond whatever time that is convenience for you. Thank you, everyone. So I'll see you next Tuesday. Not this Saturday. Saturday don't class. No class.